Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, we're here. It's all about Trini-Good music. And we're here with the artist, Marcus M. Gabriel. Supreme.
Yeah, man.
What's your vibes?
Yourself, man.
Everything
love and
cool?
respect, brother. Thanks for having me.
Love.
Yeah, man.
So, getting straight into the interview one time.
Yeah.
What would you say allowed you to step into the career of music?
Well, to be honest, it's not something I really stepped into. It's like music stepped into me now. Ever since I knew myself from a very tender age, from the first time I heard music, I was like into it,
You could recall what age you started music?
When I started singing was around 2 years.
Around 2 years?
Yeah. That time my mom told me, she remember one day, I was in the yard with my brothers and them, and I took up a pan, like them milk pan, and just start beating and singing. And the entire neighborhood came out and was looking at me, like in a maze, and it was like a big thing, and then my mom, she said, that is when she knew I would do music.
Cool. When would you say you got the initiative to say, all right, let me start to do music professionally?
Bro, I was in like primary school at that time, Mondiablo. That's where I live. Going to primary school, and I heard about reggae music. Like the first time I heard reggae music, I was in love with it. So I started like imitating the artist. Shabba Ranks was one of my favorite. And them time Capleton wasn't so much of the, but it was more in that time. Like when Babylon books came out, Loving Day and them, right? And the music really struck me, and I said, well, I would try it. So I used to go to school and do a little imitation of artists and things, and then I decided, I could start writing my own thing.
That was around what age so?
I was around 10, 11.
10, 11?
Yeah.
And when would you say you recorded your first professional song?
I did that around about 18.
18?
Yeah. You see, the thing about music is if you don't have the support, it becomes more difficult. I kind of grew up on my own, as I grew with my grandmom from the early stage. My mom took me to my grandmother, and I grew with my grandparents. And in that, after around when I was about 16, 17, she died. My grandfather died when I was 11. After my mom and my grandmom died, that's when I now have to face it on my own. So it was between the both. Now you have to work, try to get your music, So it was a struggle. You don't have the full support or somebody to really back you in the music industry. So it became a little difficult for me. But you want to do music, so you still try to pursue,
Who gave you the opportunity to record? How did the first recording come about?
Well, I met a guy called Joey Rivers. You probably would know that name.
Yeah, Joey Rivers, one of the greatest guitarists.
That's right. I remember it had a competition he had. Like he had a talent quest. And I went to perform, take part. And the very first day I did the audition, when I came off the stage, he came to me and said, "Don't leave yet. I want to talk to you." So I said, okay. So he put me in a corner. And after
And that was at what age? What age?
I was around like about 19.
19, cool,
yeah.
Cool.
And so I waited in the corner there after the performance of everybody else, and then he came to me. Say, "Hey, so you real bad boy? where you from?" So I ended up telling him where I'm from. He said, "I have a studio Palo Seco, by my mom there, he lived there.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you know what? Come down and check me when you have time. So we go start doing some,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And from then, me and him became friends. And I used to have the opportunity to go to the studio, do the recordings, whatever. It was like free for me.